Hi planner friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with my September kit lineup. I think the last planner lineup that I posted on my channel is May, so I have had a bit of a break over winter, but I am really hoping to get back into filming videos a little more regularly. But I also filmed my August lineup. I just never edited it and posted it, which is kind of like a theme of mine over the last few months. I've like actually filmed videos. It just comes to editing them and posting them. I then get this weird like, oh, nobody cares, like don't even worry about it, and I just never do anything with the video. But I'm trying to be better because I feel like I have noticed that planner content has really dropped off, and then I get sad that because I want to watch planner videos and I have none to watch. So maybe someone out there is the same as me, and maybe you can watch this and be not sad. So we're gonna try and start posting some videos. I've never been a super high poster, but hopefully getting back to that, closer to at least a couple of videos a month, at least a lineup, and a reading journal wrap up, and then hopefully some other stuff along the way. But a lot has changed in my planner life since I last did a lineup, and if you follow me on Instagram, you might have kind of started to see that. So essentially I have moved away from A5 wide and into A5. So I was just finding for the last probably couple of months that I was dreading doing my day by day, like laying down my stickers, because I just do not have enough things to mark. Like especially weekdays, I do the same thing. I leave the house at 7:30 in the morning and I get home at 7 p.m. Like I don't have much time for anything else, and I work 5 days a week. So it just became like I was trying to make up things almost to put in. And so I had this big like meltdown, and anyway I decided to change to A5 instead, and it has changed my life. So you will see I'm going to film a flip through, obviously coming up towards the end of the year. I'll do a first half of the year and second half of the year. And it pretty much was exactly at June 30 when I decided to change. So the first half of my year is in A5 wide, and then I am now in A5, and I'll kind of run through the differences there. But one of the kits in my lineup, you'll see, makes sense why I've got the format that I have, because I am now in A5. I have filmed a bit of a haul, which I originally was going to post as like my comeback video, but then I realized this probably makes more sense because we're at the end of August, and then I'll post that. So I will go through this kit as well in there. But anyway, so let's get into my lineup. So September for me is the start of spring. So in Australia, obviously, we have opposite seasons. So September, October, November is spring. But also something that I don't know that many people realise is that our seasons are literally like from the 1st of September to the 30th of November. Like that's spring. We don't go off like, I think you guys go off the equinox from my understanding, which is like the 20th or something like that. It changes. Ours is literally calendar months, which often means it's not super accurate because the weather doesn't just decide on September 1st that it's going to be nicer, but that's okay. So for me, I have always gone seasons from the 1st to the 30th or 31st, and that's the 3 months. So September is the start of spring. I've come out of winter, and although winter is my favorite season to live and second favorite season to plan, I do get tired of winter spreads by the end of August because I have June, July, August all for winter spreads, and not a whole lot of like stuff to break it up. Like I don't have any holidays. I don't have, as in like Halloween or Christmas or anything like that. I don't have birthdays or anything. Like it's literally 3 months of winter. And also because winter obviously in the northern hemisphere is over Christmas, not that many actual winter kits get released that are not Christmas based, and so I often end up having to use a lot of anytime kits to kind of fill out winter. But anyway, my point is I get really sick of winter spreads by the end of winter, and I really like to kind of have the change into spring. Spring for me, obviously, as I said, September, October, November. So in my planner, it's spring, it's September and November. October is fully Halloween, so I really don't have that much spring area to work with. And this time, I'm actually going away. So that's what we'll get into. So I have the 1st to the 7th, which, is there anything better than a month starting like Monday the 1st? It helps in my work brain, but it also is so helpful in my planner brain as well. So first kit is this Groovy Vibes Only kit from Caress Press. I believe it's from last season. I did have it in my lineup previously, but it just got cut for whatever reason, and I'm excited to use it this season, this year. I think it's the perfect transition out of winter because of the like fun colors. I don't know, I just feel like it makes sense to me. I was never really into the groovy thing. I feel like it's kind of died down a bit now, but like for the last few years it was everywhere. It really makes me think of Jen from Jen Joy Plans, but it's not really my thing. I fully bought this kit for the colors and because I knew exactly what foil I was going to use with it before I even like got it, which you'll see in a minute, and that's why I bought it. So I think I went through this in my haul that I said you'll see after. I can, if I love the colors, I can tolerate the art. Like I can, not that I'm tolerating it, it's beautiful art, but as in I don't need to love the art if I love the colors. And I love the colors in this one, whereas the opposite, if I love the art but don't like the colors, often I don't like the spread. So for me, colors are actually more important, which is a bit weird, but these colors are just so fun and like different, and I just feel like it's going to be such a fun spread coming out of winter. Really fun and punchy and just like, yeah, what you need. I also haven't used a Caress Press yet in my new style, my new format. Obviously most things are totally fine, it's just the bottom washi. I always find her washi a fucking pain in the ass to cut anyway, but now it's going to be even more annoying. But anyway, it is what it is, not the end of the world. So that's the kit, and then for me there's only one foil choice, and if you've been watching me for a while and if you know me, you're not going to be surprised at all. It is one of my favourite foil colours of all time, Bonfire. Obviously Bonfire is more of a autumn foil traditionally, which is why I had to work really hard to find some pages that are not autumn leaf specific, but for me there is no other foil that goes with this kit. Like, it is just a match made in heaven. I love Bonfire so much and I don't get to use it very often, so I just knew I had to buy this kit literally so I could use the foil. So I've pieced together a few bits and pieces. So I've got the labels. I don't really use these because I color block, and it frustrates me if like the color block doesn't match, but I always pull them out just in case, who knows. I'll come back to that. My format is one page of Glimmer from Caress Press and then the Confetti, which I really don't like this format, but again, the other options were Autumn Leaves, which didn't make any sense, from Caress Press, from SVC. I've got the bottom washi from both shops as well, so I'll just pick, sorry, the cats are going a bit nuts. I did pick this out when I was still planning A5 wide. Now I only need one page because I literally only do one strip of bottom washi. So I'll probably do this bow, I would say. And then I've got the icons and scripts, obviously. And then I do have the one page of bougie boxes that goes with that. And then I really did not know what to go with for underlays because obviously no foil shop sells Bonfire. You have to get it in like a bundle, and I don't need a bundle. So I ended up going through I've got this huge pile of like leftovers, and if I order a underlay in the wrong color, or if I order it and then I can't remember what I need it for and I don't use it, I just have a huge pile. And anyway, I went through and I found this, it's called 90s Kid, which obviously the groovy is very 70s, so we're kind of in the wrong era. But I feel like it actually is going to go. It's just like a scribbly kind of pattern, and it's in like a sparkly orange. So obviously not Bonfire, but I think like they go well enough. They're the same tone of orange. They're just a slightly different shade. And they're an underlay, so like how much do you see them anyway? So I thought this is the perfect option. And then I had in that same pile, I've got like some leftovers, or things I've got out of grab bags or freebies. I have this sheet from Plan With Me stickers, and it is It's from May last year. It's an order freebie, and it's like groovy quotes, and it is in like a matte orange. But again, there is so many different oranges in this kit. Like, who cares if they don't all match? I feel like that's something I'm really finding I care less about now, is like my foil. I used to have the most like manicured, perfect foil combination that like everything matched perfectly, and I would buy like a bottom washi and an underlay, and I just like, it was so much. But now I don't care. Like, orange is orange, you know? Once it's all down on the spread, I don't think you're gonna know that one's bonfire, one's matte. Like, I just, as long as they look good together, like, I kind of don't care anymore. So that's the 1st to the 7th, and I am fully like at home in that week. Then we've got the 8th to the 14th, and this is when I go on my trip. So I go on like the Wednesday night, so right in the middle of the week. And so we're going to the UK. We're doing a cruise around England, Scotland and Ireland, and doing some time in London at the start. And I kind of ummed and ahed over which direction to go. I do have a London kit, although I don't really like it. Do I buy a travel kit? What do I do? And I kind of went through my stash, and I found, this is called Gilded Pages. This was the Cyber Monday mystery of last year, and it is like a English tea reading, Victorian era. I think it's Victorian. Kind of reminds me of like Bridgerton. I know it's a bit later. I know this is like the 1900s and Bridgerton's the 1800s, but it's still that feel, you know? And I thought that's perfect for England. Like, it made complete sense. A big part of the reason we're going to London, like, well, no. One of the things I'm looking forward to in London is going book shopping. And so I just feel like this was the perfect feel. Not so much in your face London. It's just like, makes sense. It's also spring. Although we are traveling and over there it is in autumn, for me it is spring. So I feel like it makes sense to me. So it is the full, like the massive ultimate kit. It's also a mystery, so there's like even more stuff. I can and will be using this across 2 weeks, so I'll be saving it for next year most likely. I might even use it in autumn as well. I think it's really pretty, like during March, my birthday month. But yeah, because whenever I buy SPC mysteries that are in Ultimate, I save them for 2 weeks because there's so many stickers. So that's the kit. And then I am using the most beautiful foil bundle. It is like, what is this, butterfly themed, and it is in rose gold. And I just thought, like, there is tiny butterflies, but even if there wasn't, I would still use this. I think it's just the most beautiful spring ethereal kind of vibe. So yeah, it's just like beautiful. The underlays are obviously quite busy, so I'll just be using one of the pages, not two, and I'll save the other one for the future. And then it's funny because the other underlay pattern I bought is also super busy, which normally I don't like to do. I normally prefer a busy and a simple or tame, but that's not the case because I absolutely had to use this. This is from Planner Choco and it's called the Bookshelf Underlay, and I just, like, there's no other. I might even actually use this and then a simple box and save the butterflies. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely will be using this. This is absolutely stunning. So that is for our time in London at the start. And then I have a kit that I have actually been saving for a while, and I knew I wanted to save it for the right occasion. I just didn't know when that would be, and luckily it's this week. So this is the 15th through the 21st, and this is, so our last night in London is the Monday night, and then we like leave the next day to go to Southampton to take the cruise. But on the Monday night we are seeing a theatre show on the West End, And I have never seen a theatre show before, ever, like any theatre show, and then to be seeing it in the West End. It's also Moulin Rouge, which I've always wanted to see, so I just thought like the theatre kit was absolutely perfect. It also just makes me think of London, like just looking at it. Well, I know there's like Broadway in like New York and stuff, but I don't know, this kit just makes me think of London, so I just feel like it's the perfect vibe. Unfortunately, I really don't love the shop that I bought this from, their format. Like, I don't shop from them anymore, and I actually just threw out a number of the kits that I have because I just don't like her paper quality, and the colors are all different between the pages. But I saved this one because I knew that I actually like these colors and I know I can make it work. So I definitely won't be using any of the extra colors. I think the colors in the kit are pretty enough. And yeah, so that's the kit. It's called Opening Night, and I have the extra washi, and I've got some extra boxes here too, so I'll kind of mix and match. I'm not sure exactly which ones I'll be using. I feel like maybe this one kind of looks like me a little bit, but not really. I don't know. Oh, she's also in that, so maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. But I just feel like the perfect, yeah, West End kit. And I'm keeping this one kind of simple. I'm using the, I don't know why I keep looking there for the foil bundle. It is the gold Champagne Lights mixed metal bundle. I bought like 10 of these back in the day when they first were released because I thought they were so beautiful, and I still do. But I've never used one. I've never found a kit that I think makes sense. I always just go for Champagne Lights if that's what I want to do. But I think this kit makes sense. I think gold makes sense, and the Champagne Lights almost looks like gold twinkly lights. So I just feel like that's the vibe. I haven't been able to find an underlay that I like so far, so I think I will end up just getting out the second page of this because this is pretty enough, unless something really jumps out at me. And it would probably need to be from Planner Choco because at this late stage I can't really get anything else in time. But otherwise, yeah, I'll just go with the 2 pages of that. That's absolutely fine. So yes, by this time I will be away on the cruise. And then this is actual, like, fully cruise week. I'll be on the cruise the whole time. And this is the Scotland art from last year or the year before. And yes, it is obviously very Scotland themed, but I'm not just using it for Scotland. Like, I might actually not even use this box. I just feel like this is the UK, which is what I wanted, because we go to a number of stops in Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and there's even one in France. So I just feel like this is the right vibe for like a European, Northern European especially, trip. And this is in my mini kit format, which is just for me. I don't sell anything in this format. It's just for my kits that I create in person because I don't need all of the extra boxes because I don't plan that way anymore. And it's just wasteful. And so I created this format just for me to have the boxes that I need and not ones that I don't. And then I am using this bundle from Planner Choco, and if you saw my if you watch my haul, you'll see I actually have no idea what this foil color is because it's a cross between like rose gold, silver, and green. It almost looks like oil slick, like that vibe from Planner Hannah, but it's not the same colors, it's different colors. So I actually have no idea what it is, but it goes really well because all of the colors in the shift are in this art. And this is just a travel bundle. I didn't really know what else to use, like what themed. I could have done like plaid or something, but I just thought the travel made sense. It's very clear, like that's, we're traveling, we're away. So yeah, that is the 22nd to the 28th, and then I also have the week of the 29th to the 5th because I'm still, one, because like that's the end of my trip and we'll be coming home, and then 2, because October is like Halloween and I just want to keep that separate. So this kit is in my shop, and this is in the full kit format because it's from a little while ago. It is called Spring Blooms and it is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite spring art sets ever. I really love it. I absolutely love the colors, which we'll get into in a minute, but I just felt like this was the perfect vibe again for like, we're in the UK, we're coming home, spring, like garden, it just felt right. So yeah, I just thought it was the perfect kit. And also, spring kits are really tight. I don't have a lot of space for them, so when I have the chance, I really wanted to use it. But yeah, again, this kit is in my shop in this format. It's definitely too many boxes for what I need now, but I'd already printed it, so it would have been wasteful to print another version. And I just think it's so soft and beautiful. And there also is an add-on Easter box because obviously most people celebrate Easter in spring. I do not, but it is there if you want it. And then I just pulled out a few bits and pieces in light pink. So I've got these quotes from Plan With Me stickers and they're like kind of groovy floral quotes, so I might pick one of those. I have these square icons from Planner Hannah, which come in really handy. Like when I travel, a lot of the time I don't need or want heaps of character stickers because I'm marking a lot of things. I often just want like icons, so I've got those. I just have a base of a light pink bundle here, and then I found this pink floral underlay, I guess, in my collection. That's the perfect light pink color. So it's really going to be a pink heavy week, but I feel like spring, floral, pink, like you kind of need one of those in there. And that is my September lineup. I really am excited, honestly. Obviously I'm going away, so I'm really excited about that, but I just feel like I've got a really good mix of kits and like a fun lineup. Like I'm just really excited about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will catch you in my next video. Hopefully the wait is not as long between this one and the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.